Hey y'all, I'm Emily and welcome back to Bama Based, where I find peace in my garden and joy in my kitchen. Today is another unseasonably warm here in North Alabama, Zone 8A, but spring is going to be right around the corner and I have a lot of cleanup that I need to continue to do. So the other day we did the right side of the house. Now I want to tackle the front, and if I have enough daylight, I'll do the left side of the house. So let's get into it. So y'all, I want to give you the before shot. Look how sad those gardenias in the back look. They definitely need some fertilizer. And I'm not sure why the one in the middle is doing so well versus the two on either side, because they came from the same batch, same time, planted at the same time, received the same, fertilizer, water, the whole 9 yards. But definitely those two are looking a little rough. So I need to give them some love. And I don't know if I ever mentioned it, but I completely redid this bed here last year. So I gutted everything. So everything that y'all are seeing is going into its second year. These here are my daisies. But y'all, I'm finally seeing the tulips pop up. Oh, that's so exciting. The tulips are finally popping up. But I also see a lot of my perennials that I need to trim back a little bit. But I love the new growth. All right, so let's get busy. Y'all, it's still February, and it is so unseasonably hot here that my phone just overheated. Gotta love living in the South. I'm going to keep cutting back these perennials. I can't get over all the tulips that are popping up. They are so adorable. Y'all, there's tons of weeds in the back here. More than I was thinking. Even with landscape fabric down, they love to just find a way. And y'all, the lamb's ear right here, I believe this is what it is. They were also small little plugs because that was really the only way I could afford to really do this bed from scratch. And they have more than doubled, quadrupled in size because they were little tiny plugs. And they are doing so good. All right, keep moving on, cleaning up. Y'all, I hate weeding, but it's so necessary. These right here are my bearded iris. I picked those up from the Master Gardeners Association last year, and I'm so excited to see them bloom. Y'all, tell me y'all have grandkids without telling me you have grandkids. Find a little football in the landscape bed. Those kiddos. Alrighty, I think this one is good. Oh, found more weeds. All right. All right, y'all. So in this bed, I have more lamb's ear, some dianthus, more daisies because that's my favorite. We have another azalea, and then more canna lilies that my husband loves. So I'm just going to start here and work my way down and get to work. This bed is insanely weedy, especially in the heat of summer. You get those stupid, is it sedge weed? Sedge something. They are insane. They look like little onion tops and they spread like crazy. And I put down cardboard, then put it on landscape fabric, and y'all, those suckers still came through, and I can't get rid of it. So before I plant more, I'm going to spray some of that. What's the word I'm looking for? I think it's from Bonide. I'll have to look, but it's a specific spray to get rid of it. Fingers crossed, because y'all, I spent hours every single weekend just in this bed alone weeding. These are my daisies, and they're looking really, really good. I purchased this daisy here from Lowe's off the clearance rack, and I thought it was a goner. But it's hung on, made it through winter, and has doubled in size. It's doing fantastic. Yep, I see a ton of those weeds. The old growth on the daisies is pretty easy to just take my hand and break them off. I don't really disturb the new growth too much. Looks like I have a lamb's ear growing in the middle of my dianthus. I'm definitely going to have to move those. Plus, I'm thinking about having the hubby build some window boxes that don't necessarily sit on the window sill, but sit on the ground. I think it would just be a pretty statement. Let's see if he'll complete his next honey-do list. I'm going to clean up the dianthus right here. This is another daisy that made it through winter that I rescued off the clearance rack. Doing great. This is easier than I was thinking it was going to be. It's a nice breeze. Oh man. Ew. Huh. There's a snail or a slug. Nope, that's a snail on this daisy that I just pulled up. Gross. All right, so now I'm going to work on cleaning up this, all the canna lilies. I cut them back not that long ago, but I left a mess. Now, these canna lilies are ones that I have to stay on top of with the BT spray because they get those bugs and pests that will bore into the plant and they'll just suck the nutrients right out of it. So these definitely have to get sprayed with BT. And these canna lilies are another plant where last year I got so tired of moving plants and digging holes that I kind of just placed them on top of the soil after I moved them from another area, and they took hold and are doing fantastic. I'm seeing tons of new shoots already popping up. And these can be kind of invasive in my area. These canna lilies actually came from my neighbor Craig, who pretty much taught me how to garden. He's amazing. And he just gave me, a pot probably about this size of a section he dug up out of his yard. And over the past few years, they've spread like crazy. Alrighty, so I just emptied my pot, and now I'm going to fill it back up again, cutting back the hostas over here. On this side of the yard, I'm getting blinded by the sun. It's moving. This typically stays in mostly shade. What sun it does receive is early morning and very late afternoon. But like I said, most of the time it's in shade. So I'm planning on planting some astilbes, some more hostas, just some good shade-loving plants. Yay, the hubby just got home. I'm going to see if he'll help me in the garden today. This bed is also overrun with Bermuda grass, which, y'all, ticks me off. So I am planning on planting a whole bunch of stuff to kind of choke it out. It's pretty much all you can do. Like, that's Bermuda grass and it just goes everywhere. Hey, Happy.
I need sand.
Yes, you do.
Mighty nice of you to order that guy.
You're very welcome. You want to help me? All righty. All right, y'all, so this massive plant right here is my kitchen oregano. I took it from the backyard because I needed more space. And my idea was, hey, let's bring it out over here and replant it to see if I can get it to choke out some of this Bermuda grass. Well, y'all, it started out as just one tiny little plant, and it loves it here really, really well. Some advice here: if you don't want it to spread kind of like mint, put it in a pot. But at this point, over here, I kind of wanted it to just take over and choke out that Bermuda grass. But I'm going to pretty much shear it all the way back, even though it's putting on new growth. I'm just going to give it a good haircut. It smells so good. I have enough oregano to last me a lifetime. This smells so much better than that plantain I spread earlier. I think I need some hedge clippers or trimmers next year to tackle these. I injured my hand planting those tulips earlier this fall before winter, and I think I did fracture my middle finger and some of the knuckles, um, but I could still move them. So then I went to the doctor, and I can still move it, but y'all, it very hurts so bad. Like it hurts a lot. So I went to the doctor, and they took an X-ray. I will most likely have to have an MRI, but my doctor's pretty sure I injured or probably ripped some of my tendons in my fingers. So my range of motion and just my tolerance to use this hand is limited. And I'm a lefty when I write, but I pretty much do everything else with my, wait a minute, backwards. I'm a lefty, so I write with, y'all know what I mean. I write with my left and do everything else with my right. So unfortunately, this hurts a little bit. So I want to quickly get finished with tackling giving this oregano plant a haircut because it doesn't feel good. So when I went to the doctor, they're thinking maybe some shots to help the tendons heal, but also possibly surgery. So not looking forward to that, especially with gardening season just starting. And you kind of need your hands. So y'all, this is oregano that I cut back and never cleaned up. Y'all can tell I was one tired gardener come late fall. I'm going to go empty the bucket. All right, let's fill up the bucket one more time. And then the hubby called me in for lunch, so I'm going to finish this and then go get some food. I'm probably iced down my hand. Alrighty, y'all, I think I'm going to call it for right now. The hubby wants to eat, so I'm going to go in, get some lunch with him, and spend some time together, just chilling this weekend. So I think the front porch refresh will be in another video coming up, so stay tuned. If y'all could give this video a like, thumbs up, Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And yeah, we're just getting started. The gardening season is upon us. We're going to have some great adventures. So until next time, y'all, my name is Emily from Bama Base, where I find peace in my garden and joy in my kitchen. Bye, y'all.